Salvete, welcome to Beginner's Latin Lesson 15. This lesson is about negation in Latin. Negation describes the transformation of an affirmative sentence, one with a positive meaning, into a negative sentence. We typically achieve this in English by using the word not, or its contraction N''T. Not is what we call a negative particle in linguistics. Here are examples of affirmative and negative sentences. He told you the truth is a sentence in the affirmative. He did not tell you the truth is the corresponding negative sentence. Here are three Latin sentences. 1. Quintus et sorores cantant. 2. Quintus et sorores non cantant. 3. Quintus et sorores nunquam cantant. Notice that each of the sentences differ by one word. Which of these sentences are in the affirmative and which are negative sentences? As well as considering this, pause the video and have a go at translating these sentences. Here are the answers. 1. Quintus and his sisters sing. 2. Quintus and his sisters do not sing. 3. Quintus and his sisters never sing. Notice that the possessive pronoun his is not explicitly stated in the Latin, but it is implied, and therefore it makes for the most natural translation. Sentence 1 is affirmative, sentence 2 and sentence 3 are both negative. However, sentences 2 and 3 represent two different negatives. Sentence 2 implies that Quintus and his sisters are not currently singing, or that they don't regularly sing, or it's not something that they've done before. However, never, as used in sentence 3, has a much more definite meaning. Here it's implied that singing is something which siblings have not done, and they perhaps under no circumstances would do. Here are negative phrases in Latin. We have non, which we saw in the previous example, which is a negative particle, which means not. We have ne and ni, which are adverbs and conjunctions. Ne means no, not, or that not or lest when used as a conjunction. Ni means not, if not, unless. Then there are the pronouns nullus, which means not any, none, no one, and is formed by adding the prefix ne to the noun nullus. We also have nihil, which is a word formed by combining the prefix ne and hilum, a second declension neuter noun meaning trifle. Nemo is a compound noun which, like nullus, is formed by adding the prefix ne to a third declension noun homo, which we've seen before, which is a word meaning man or human. Nusquam is an adverb formed by adding ne to usquam. Usquam is a Latin adverb which means anywhere. As with English, double negatives are used in Latin, and they have a similar effect. Compounds of the form non plus a negative have the effect of an indefinite affirmative, so non plus nullus becomes non nullus, which means not none or some. Non plus nunquam becomes non nunquam, which means not ever or sometimes. Non plus nemo becomes non nemo, which means not nobody or someone. Compound phrases of the form negative plus non have the effect of a universal affirmative. Nemo non means everybody. This can be understood like this. Nemo cantat, that means nobody sings. If we say Nemo non cantat, that means nobody doesn't sing, which put more simply means if nobody does not sing, that means that everybody sings. So nemo non means everybody. Similarly, nihil non means everything, nunquam non means always. Here are three conjunctions which are formed using the prefixes ni and ne. Ne, neque, and its alternative form nec, which mean and not, or also not. Neque neque, meaning neither nor, and nisi, meaning if not, unless, except. Recall the types or categories of conjunctions we discussed in the previous lesson. For each of these conjunctions, can you decide if it is a correlative, coordinating, or subordinating conjunction? Neque and nec are coordinating conjunctions. Neque neque is a correlative conjunction, and nisi is a subordinating conjunction. Now let's have a closer look at the negative words nemo, nihil, and nullus. First, nemo. Nemo is a third declension pronoun. It has the following forms. Nemo in the nominative. In the genitive we have neminis. In the dative we have nemini. In the accusative we have nemenem. In the ablative we have nemine. Notice that nemo is always singular and can be either masculine or feminine. Let's now have a look at pronoun non-nemo, the negation of nemo. It has the following forms: non-nemo, non-nullius, non-nemini, non-neminem, and in the ablative, non-nullo and non-nulla. Notice that non-nemo is irregular in the genitive and ablative cases. Non-nullo is masculine and non-nulla is feminine. Nihil is an indeclinable neuter pronoun. It is either nominative or accusative. Nullus is part of the group of first and second declension adjectives. It has the following forms. In the nominative singular, nullus, nulla, nullum. In the genitive singular, nullius, nullius, nullius. In the dative singular, nulli, nulli, nulli. In the accusative singular, nullum, nulla, nullam, nullum. In the ablative singular, nullo, nulla, nullo. In the vocative singular, nulle, nulla, nullum. In the plural nominative we have nulli, nullae, nulla. In the genitive plural we have nullorum, nullarum, nullorum. In the dative plural we have nullis, nullis, nullis. In the accusative plural we have nullos, nullas, nulla. In the ablative plural we have nullis, nullis, nullis. And finally, for the vocative plural we have nulli, nullae, nulla. Now it's time for a short quiz. You'll see an English sentence in the negative. Your job is to translate the sentence from English to Latin. Here is the first sentence. The sailors sometimes sail to the dangerous island. Remember, the word for never in Latin is numquam, and we add the prefix non to numquam to make the word non numquam, which means not never or sometimes. Given this information, how would you translate this sentence to Latin? Pause the video and have a try. Nautai ad insulam periculosam non nunquam navigant. Nautai, the sailors, is a first declension plural nominative because the sailors are the subject of the sentence. Navigant is a third person plural present active conjugation of navigare. Ad insulam means to the islands. The adjective periculosam is accusative and singular because it must agree with insulam. Non nunquam is an adverb meaning sometimes. Here's the next sentence. We fear no one. Pause this video and try and translate this sentence to Latin. Neminem timemus. Here's the last sentence. The father orders his sons not to eat food in the study. Pause this video and have a go translating this sentence to Latin. Pater filios in tablino cibum non cenare iubet. Notice that the sentence contains an object infinitive. The sons are being ordered to do something. We have looked at the negation of sentences in Latin, negative particles, which are words which are used to create negative sentences in Latin, double negatives and their meanings, negative conjunctions, and we've also looked at some English to Latin translations. Thank you for watching this lesson. I hope you found it useful.